Assalamu alaikum guys, so today I'll be showing you how to make a double crochet, a triple crochet and a half double crochet. Okay, so first you just want to make a slip knot. So how you make a slip knot, you hold the short tail in front of your two fingers and secure it with your thumb. Flip your fingers over, face this long angle towards the right, and then wrap it around your fingers like this, like that, like that. Okay, like that. So you just wrap it around your fingers like that to make a cross, and then what you want to do is insert your yarn between your two fingers, inside the hook between your two fingers, and then grab and twist your hook down like that, and then release your fingers like that, and then hold your two tails down and just tighten it like that to make a knot. You don't want it to be too tight or too loose. So let me show you guys again how to do a slip knot. First, what you want to do is hold the short end in front of your two fingers and then secure it with your thumb. Flip your fingers over, cross it towards the right, face it towards the right, round your fingers, face that towards the left, insert your yarn hook in between your fingers facing towards you and then towards the ceiling like that, and then you want to grab the yarn line closest towards the hook. So this is closest towards the hook. You just want to grab that. Can you see I'm grabbing it? And then twist your hook downwards like that. Twist your hook downwards like that. So it goes underneath this line, underneath this line, like that. Can you see? And then you remove your index finger, then remove your middle finger. There you go, you're done. So then you want to grab your short tail and your long tail, and you just want to tighten it like that, and then tighten it, tighten it, tighten it. Not too loose and not too tight like that. That's too tight. And then this would be too loose. That would be too loose. So you just want a reasonable amount like that. Okay, and then now you want to make a chain of 12. So you just chain 12. So how to hold your hook is like this. Pinch your two fingers here, your index finger and your thumb, in the dip in your hook. Most hooks have dips, so you just place your fingers like that, and the rest of your fingers sit like that. And pinch the knot that you just did with your middle finger and your thumb. And have the long yarn wrapping around your index finger like this. So this is how your hand should look. Like that. Can you see? There you go. Pinch the knot with your middle finger and your thumb. Okay, now you want to make 12 chains. So that's how you make a chain. Just turn it. 1, 2, 3, and then move your finger up the tail as you are going along. So move your finger up, and then make 12 chains. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, that's good. Now what you want to do, first we're going to be making a double crochet. So in order to make a double crochet, we just want to make an extra chain because we're going to be turning around to make an ankle. This is our turning chain. So we just made 13 chains altogether, but 13 chain will not count because that's our turning angle, and I'll explain to you in a sec what that does. So we want to go into our chain 2 chains away from the hook. So this 13th chain we don't want to go into, but this 12th chain we want to go into. So that's 2 away from the hook. That's 1 away from the hook. That's 2 away from the hook. So I'm going to go to the second one away from the hook. So for making double crochet, we have to yarn over first, then go into the second one away from the hook. So we yarn over first like that, go inside the chain, and then we yarn over again, and we take off 1 like that, and then we take off 2 like that, and then we take off 2 more. So let me show you guys again. You yarn over first for a double crochet, go into the next chain, go into the next chain, yarn over, take off 1, so you should have 3, and then you take off this one in the middle, take it off, so you should be left with 2, and then you should be left with that. Oh wait, I think I did that wrong. You yarn over, go in, take off 1, you take off 2, then you take off 2 again, sorry. Yeah, that's right. There you go, that's right. So let me show you again. So yarn over, you go in, yarn over again, shove 3, and then you take off 2, and then you take off 2 again. See, that's a double crochet. This is the yarn I'm using, a nice bright red. It's 100% acrylic and 100 grams. And the hook size I'm using is 3.5 millimeters. So these two work perfectly together. So next I'm going to carry on doing a double crochet as we go along the chain. So yarn over, go inside, yarn over again. So you should have 3, nice and tight. But not that tight so you can't move it along, just medium amount of tight, and then you take off 2 and you take off 2 again. Let me show you again. So what you do is you yarn over, go inside the next chain, yarn over again, and then you take off 1, so you should be left with 3. Now you take off 2, you should be left with 2, and then you take off those 2, you should be left with 1. It should be looking like this. So double crochet is just thicker than a single crochet. So yarn over, you insert it inside the chain, yarn over, take off 1, tighten it a bit, take off 2, and then take off 2 again. So take off 2, take off 2 again, and you just want to do that to the end. So you yarn over, insert, wrap around, shove 3 left, take off 2, take off 2, take off 2, take off 2. Just like that. Okay, so you want to do that one more time. You want to have 3 left, take off 2, take off 2. Yarn over, go inside the next chain, yarn over, take off 1, yarn over, take over 2, take over 2 again, yarn over, go inside the next chain, yarn over, take over 1, take over 2, take over 2, and then take over 2, yarn over, go inside the next chain, yarn over, take over 1, take over 2, 1, 2, take over 2, yarn over, and the last chain, yarn over, take over 1, yarn over, take over 2, take over 2. So this, let me just show you. This is what it should be looking like right now. This is called a double crochet. It's much thicker than a single crochet. It's a different kind of stitch. It's very nice and thick. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to go in and turn around again. But this time I want to make a half double crochet. So in order to turn around, you want to do just a chain. You just want to do a chain. Flip your work over like that, so your work was like this, in the curved area. You kind of see it's quite curved, and this is much more bumpy. This is the curved area. You just want to flip it after making a chain. So I flipped it. This is my extra chain, so that's like a 13 again. So make sure you're just counting how many V's there are at the top. There should be 12. 12 V's at the top. And you see these indents? I just say they look like V's. So there should be 13 because you just made an extra chain, but we just want to use that to turn back in to make that L shape. Okay, so we want to go into the second one away from the hook again. So we're going to miss this 13th one and go inside the 12th. So you want to go inside here, yarn over,